On this episode of Hot Rod Garage, we have one question.
How much cam can a Trans Am stand if a Trans Am has a 6-speed transmission?
Are you asking me?
I am.
Hold on.
Welcome back to Hot Rod Garage. I'm Alex Taylor, and this is Lucky Costa.
Hello.
So, we have a familiar face back with us today.
Thank you.
Well, you and the Trans Am here.
You know what? Is it the Trans Am? That seems too simple.
Okay.
Was it Busted Burt?
Busted Burt.
Burnt Reynolds.
Burnt Reynolds.
Dirt Reynolds.
Dirt Reynolds.
Is that where it finished? Dirt Reynolds?
It did, and now we're gonna fix Reynolds.
I don't.
Fix her up. Basically, if you remember the last time we took this out, it did not drive back on the trailer under its own power. I think I lost the transmission.
Everything on the car was questionable when we got it.
That's true.
Half of it was on fire. Fixed everything that we thought was questionable.
Yep.
The only thing we thought was solid was that transmission.
We were wrong.
Very wrong.
So, last time we had it in the shop, we made upgrades to suspension and knew that we had some other things to fix.
Yeah, some cooling systems, some tuning up, and
Yeah.
drivability issues.
The problem is the stuff that we didn't touch, engine and transmission, now are our issue that we have to address.
Yes, and by have to address, you mean completely extract and start over.
Yeah, this week we are going to take the 455 olds that's in it out and put a new 455 olds in it, new to us.
Which are both absolutely wrong for this car.
There's not much that's not wrong about this car.
And then transmission, what was the cure?
Well, it's gonna come out and we're gonna put a 6-speed in it.
6 speeds.
So that'll get us back under power.
Right.
And then we kind of want to take it to autocross.
Oh, but it's not an autocross car.
It's not an autocross car.
We're just going to use their platform to test the vehicle.
But along the way, since we are taking it autocrossing, we're going to go ahead and put a Sniper EFI conversion on it. That way we don't run into carburetor issues that we could potentially have.
Right.
All right, we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Ready?
I'll get to those cookies later.
Okay.
Okay, so Busted Burt is suffering from a thing called transmission failure. Alex Taylor was driving it when the transmission failed. That's just between us, all right? Just letting you know. We're going to do a 6-speed conversion with a T56 transmission that is a good used transmission. It matches the entire patina of the vehicle. I'm going to keep all that patina right.
Exhaust is dropped, drive shaft is out, cross member bolts out, and then getting ready to take flywheel bolts out, trans bolts out, unhook transmission cooler lines, and then transmission can come out. So our new to us 455 Olds engine is actually a takeout from a motorhome. We assume it's fairly low mileage. It's supposed to be in good working condition. We got it from somebody that we trust, but we're going to make some upgrades along the way. So we're only using the short block from that. We're going to be putting heads and cam and lifters and rockers and all that good stuff for a couple reasons. One, these are going to be a slight upgrade from what was stock. And two, we're going to know that they're new and fresh and good pieces and should be reliable that way. None of this is super performance oriented, but it's going to be great for a reliable driver. So we just have a hydraulic flat tappet cam here, a little upgrade that's going to do some bottom end torque, but nothing crazy. Some new rockers. We've got all new parts over there. We've got a new double roll timing chain here. So making stuff reliable, making it usable, and making some upgrades along the way.
Leg day. move this up here and see where this has to be. Okay. Okay, now I see exactly where it needs to be. Thought I was gonna actually install it, push it up in there, then cut, but you know what? I'm gonna drill a giant hole right there, real quick, and lickety split, and then we'll put this thing in and figure out the trans cross member. Holes centered, shifters in the right spot. We do have a floor modification for the tunnel. We probably are not going to have to use it, but until we have the trans cross member, we won't be able to tell.
Welcome to the problem. Actually, 2 of these are not the problem, but 2 of them are the problem. So when we got the Trans Am from Derek, we were told by him and his crew that there was a 455 olds in it. We didn't actually check it because, well, we assumed they did. They were right. It was a 455 olds, but this morning, this engine came. We called Dennis, not my dad Dennis, the other Dennis, the Dennis in the valley that sends us parts all the time because he has an endless supply of everything, as you can see. When we got our 455 earlier today, which is this one over there, we actually figured out it's a 403. We could have made stuff work. We actually ordered parts in case that's all we could get, but kind of felt wrong putting a 403 in when we had a 455. So we called Dennis, and he has all of these, and this one right here is what he shipped. And it got here, it was sitting on the floor, and we all separately looked at it and thought, wow, that's giant. How is that the same engine? I actually thought, okay, I guess it's an optical illusion. Maybe once we take some of the parts off, maybe it'll be right, but we ran the numbers. This is actually an early Cadillac engine, a 368. Not gonna work, not what we need. So we called Dennis again, and he sent his guys down just a few minutes ago and brought us these 2, which are 455 olds. So these are what we need. These are gonna work. We just gotta pick which one we wanna go with. So no pressure at all. Gotta pick the one that's not gonna have problems. So I'll do some research, figure out which one we wanna go with, but the thing is, we have options now, and we got the parts to go on both of them. We're getting our Trans Am behind us back in working order. Last time we had it out, we finished off the already damaged engine and our transmission was hurt. As you saw last time, I had a bunch of engines for selection. 2 of them were right, but we had 2 455 olds engines sitting that I had to choose which one I liked. This is the one I went with. Is there a lot of scientific choice behind it? No. Should we have done a lot of tests on it? Probably. We didn't though. This one looks to be lower mileage. It looks better. Really, it just had a lot less stuff on it, and that's what we wanted to go with. So once I pull it apart, make sure that there's no visible damage, nothing like that, and then start reassembling this. Again, this is not a crazy high horsepower, super performance build, so this should be a good base for what we're doing. We thought that this was the better one, but I'm pulling plugs and I see that a couple cylinders definitely have had some water in them at some point. Gonna do the compression test, see what it looks like, then pull the heads, and worst case scenario, we have a spare.
Yeah, it's both nice and tight now.
Thanks.
As you were.
Thank you. When 2 455s came in, I had a little, it's like, what? Now I got to make a choice. I don't want to have to make a choice. It made a choice for me. So those couple plugs that we saw that were rusted, that was a sign that water was in the cylinder. And then the fact that I can't even think about turning it, this is frozen up. So going to get rid of this one and bring in the other one. So I get to do that whole disassembly process one more time and cross my fingers that it'll work.
So when I said we were moving forward, I meant we were moving back. We're back here in the back of the car. As you can see, this is a Cherry, one owner, never been jumped. And if we had anything to do with it, it would have already been jumped. But we're going to try to straighten that out. The new tank has provisions for a sending unit and a fuel pump in the tank. Instead of going through the drop the tank and pull it all out, I'm going to drill 2 holes in the trunk and do a little service panel. It's pretty straightforward, very easy to do. But the upside to that is we'll be able to, if there's a problem, we want to check something out or update the fuel pump. It means possible boost in the future of this car. If we need to do any of that, we just pop the trunk, take off the service panel, change what we want to change, put it all back together. I've already sort of mocked up, slapped the tank in from the bottom. Right there are the mounting spots. I drilled a couple holes from the bottom, and now I'm going to hole saw them from the top.
Do you feel like you're having deja vu? Because same, we just did this. But, so this is another 455. This one actually turns over. It doesn't have rusted spark plugs, and it appears to be in much better condition. I would say that we would do a compression test on this, but we don't have an option. This is our engine at this point. We're out of spares. Supposedly, when both of these 455s came out of the motorhomes they were in, they ran. Start taking this one apart, and I didn't even catch the fact that this push rod is bent, and there's some lifter pieces laying here. So need to dig a little bit deeper, check everything out. We're replacing all that stuff. So as long as everything else looks good, cylinder walls look good, we should still be in an okay condition. But did this run when it came out? Maybe. Did it run noisily? Also possible. Got this torn apart, drained the oil, nothing suspicious looking in there. Gone through and checked cylinder walls. Everything is nice and smooth. Not glassy, not like it's gonna have problems seating the rings, but it's not got any gouges and nastiness going on there. Pistons have just a little bit of carbon buildup, but I'll clean that up. Overall, I'm happy with this one. So what I'm gonna do next is go ahead, put our new cam in with our new timing chain set, and then get the top end back assembled, and then I'll flip it over. We do have a new oil pan for this that's baffled. That way when we're doing autocross and things like that, that'll help with slosh. So when I flip that over, check the bottom end. But as of now, the fourth one seems to be a winner.
Okay, so as parts appear, we will make them disappear. For right now, we're going to do the measurements and fit the pump and the pickup and the seating unit all inside the tank's tank. I'm going to put this Holley membrane on the fuel pump. The deal is you measure the depth of the tank. Don't forget to put the gasket in place. Oh, there's already one there. Measure the depth. And then that's where you want the membrane to be. This is where the fuel pump is going to sit. You want that pickup to be right at the bottom of the tank, but not so far down that it's going to affect the amount of fuel getting picked up. So once again, I'm going to go probably right at 9 with the gasket tightened down. Should put it right where it needs to be. So I cut the return line so that it is not dumping directly into the bottom. Fuel pump is installed. Use the same measurements, 9 inches from the bottom of the tank to the bottom of the gasket. Move the sending unit exactly halfway up the shaft. That's 4.5 inches. I put this just a little bit high so it will show empty and you'll still have a little bit of gas, a little bit of a reserve in there. Okay, now, let's just hope that the other wrong engine goes in as easy as this wrong engine came out.
It is time to assemble our 455 Oldsmobile engine that's going in our Trans Am. So what we had as a base was a takeout from a motorhome. Went ahead and stripped it down, checked the bottom end, pistons, cylinder walls, all of that looks good. So we're going with all of that. Short block stays as is. But as we move up to the top end, we're going to make some upgrades along the way, starting with cylinder heads. So these are a Speedmaster cylinder head that's a great entry-level street strip head for what was in stock. So these are a cast aluminum head, so they are considerably lighter. They are CNC machined as far as the surfaces go. They're not ported, but they are a little bit better flow than what our stock ones were. These did come assembled, but we're going to go ahead and put new valve springs, retainers, and locks on this. We have a full valve train kit from Iski Cams. They set us up with a flat tappet hydraulic roller camshaft. And they also hooked us up with these springs here that are the right pressure for the camshaft that we're going to be running. These will give us a peace of mind knowing that these are designed for what we're going to be running. And we also know the specs on these and where they came from. And these are an easy upgrade to make for our cylinder heads. So I'm going to go ahead and get these stripped down, reassembled, and then it'll be time to put these on our engine and get it closer to dropping it in the Trans Am. So tech tip, when you are installing springs on your head, so your springs will come with a sheet or paperwork or information that says what your installed height should be. So what I've done is, using calipers, checked what our installed height is. And that's from the spring base without any shims to right below the retainer. So when this is compressed, just that height in there, that's what you're looking for once it's installed. It's important. You can get shim packs like this. This has 10, 15, 20, and 30 thousandths shims. Take the time to check it. Anyways, getting these back together and I'm going through checking installation height.
I think the last time we were working on this thing, it was full auto. Then it was full auto with park, reverse, and 4 neutrals. Doesn't ever work out well. Decided to go with the full 6-speed T56 conversion. We got a hold of our friends over at American Powertrain. They have a couple of different options to resolve that clutch pedal issue. This is one of them. I've not done this before. It looks pretty straightforward. We're about to find out. You take out the bolt that actually is the pivot point for the brake system and hang this on the farther side of the bolt, further on the left. Cool part about that is now you have a clutch with the correct geometry, hydraulic, no holes through the firewall, no modifications to the car. This is definitely a good setup. I've done the other ones. You have to punch through the firewall, rods through angles, and always ends up being a lot of extra work. This one looks like I just have to move the main wiring harness, pull out the bolts, put in the new one.
All right, so I got the valve springs and the retainers and keepers all switched over to the Iski stuff. And these are ready to go on. This one is ready to bolt down. This one is also, so I'm going to start that process right now. So the rocker studs that we ordered for our new stud mount rockers do not fit these heads. So waiting on new studs, but in the meantime, I'm going to make forward progress by getting the oil pan on. The baffled Mylodon oil pan is going on. This will be perfect for our autocross adventures. this needs to dry. And you know what's boring?
Watching paint dry.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
All right, so if you guys want to see this all together shiny and pretty, stick around.
Yeah. So you think I can get maybe just one stripe?
I can spray one
just maybe
stripe, like a
racing
skunk,
stripe on my
it'd
head?
be really cool. Our 455 Olds engine here has really shaped up since we first got it. We've got it stripped down. I got the new heads on it, new oil pan on it, new water pump, got it painted. It's looking really nice. The only thing that we were waiting on that we didn't have was studs for our new stud mount rockers. They are the right length, so we are no longer waiting on parts. So I'm gonna get this assembled, wrapped up, and get ready to put our Sniper EFI system on here, and then get it ready for going in the Trans Am. I jinxed us because I said that I wasn't waiting on parts anymore, but these heads are a little bit different and the studs are a little bit different, so the push rods were a little too short. So what should have worked didn't work. Finding push rods locally is hard. There are some located, but in the meantime, because us has to do work over there,
So I like the way that sounds.
gotta get this up and in the car. All right, us, let's do it.
Drop it.
Like it's hot?
No.
Okay, you need to go back, Charles. Okay.
Pretty close?
Yeah.
Boom, done. Did yours go in?
Yeah.
All the way through?
Yeah, dog.
What?
The time has come to install our Holley Sniper 2 unit here. So this is a new design of the Sniper system that has been around, that everybody loves. It's a really simple EFI install, but this one has some upgrades and some benefits. So noting here, the actual body itself has some internal features that have changed. There's for example, a fuel crossover tube cast into this that goes from the primary to the secondary fuel rail. You've got this hidden harness outlet on the back here, so that way you don't see the wires like you were. It's got different plate design, so that way you have better pedal feel. But the main thing I want to talk about here is this is a really simple install to get to fuel injection. So it's 4 wires. It's all you got to hook up. RPM, battery positive and negative, and then a switched ignition source. So really simple harness. That's all you're looking at. Overall, easy, simple way to go EFI. We're getting ready to put it on our Trans Am and get one step closer to hitting the autocross track.
Okay, we are moving forward, even though we're still waiting for parts. This is the forward plate of the scatter shell part of the bell house. It goes on before the flywheel. I'm going to put this up here with a bolt, just to hold it in place. And these are just holding this plate up. It's a quick time, part number 8070. Ask me how I know. It's written right there. Okay, so first things first, we'll make sure the pilot bushing is correct for the transmission. It actually is, but now I've discovered the end of this transmission has seen some, shall we call them, spirited runs on the road. I'm going to clean that up a little bit. That's a little galled up. Our pilot bushing, which is an adapter, it goes from the old 455 crank to a GM style pilot bushing. It actually is a bearing, needle bearing style, as you can see right there. These are ideal if everything is new. This is the opposite of new. Still usable, but definitely not new. That surface is going to eat up those bearings fast, going to eat up that, thing's going to fail lickety split, won't even go on and rotate smoothly. So I'm going to use a pilot bushing non-bearing style. Goes on perfectly, spins lovely. Look at that. Like it was made for it. I'll knock this out, press this in, we'll get this in right now. Okay, pilot bushing is installed, went in smooth, I might add. This is our clutch street strip. This is street. This is strip. It's a puck style on one side, phenolic petroleum on the other, and the pressure plate. Yeah, it's a little heavy. Cover me. I'm going in. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be a very simple incision. I'm going to cut a hole about this diameter in the floor. Set this right on top of it. That's the spot that put the shifter if we're sitting in there comfortably. So that metal is the only thing coming between us and installing the transmission. It's get cut. So Alex, I believe we are this close to being in the streets.
We are, and that is the unfortunate part about doing a different combination. A 455 old is not an LS. Parts are not as readily available.
Right, and especially an old 455 in a Trans Am.
Also makes stuff
we Googled that.
a little more complicated.
Didn't see a lot of them out there.
I don't. So basically, we have a bunch of little things to wrap this up. We were
And a couple of big things.
supposed to be out of time today.
Right.
I think we weaseled another day out of this.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's super glamorous stuff like putting a dirty radiator in and mounting a dirty, leaky power steering pump.
And while I would love to be here and be a part of that,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Is your schedule not allow it?
I have to go racing.
Oh, that's right.
So good luck. See
Thanks.
ya. When will I
Appreciate
be
that.
ya?
I'm back. Coming up a little bit short on help. We ran out of time last time we were working on the project. It's about a week later. There's a long list of things that need to get done. We have a track day coming up. Alex is doing her thing, whatever it is. You know it's fast. Speaking of fast, I need to quit talking and get the wrench, and I got to throw on the intake, the fuel injection. Fuel lines are already run. That's good. Valve train geometry, rocker arm assemblies, cooling system, accessory drive. We got to get it done today. Seems legit. Alex did all the geometry and measurements for push rods. I'm 100% certain they are on point. These are the longest push rods I think I've ever installed. I'm putting a little assembly lube on the ends, and then it is rocker arm time. Now for the most exciting part of the entire show, adjusting the valves. Here's the deal. Rotate the motor around until the lifters are on the lowest part of the camshaft. That's the bottom of the camshaft. Make sure they're both on the lowest part. I'm very fortunate right now because I can look, because the valley pan and intake are not on, and I can see where the lowest part of the camshaft is. Once you get that done, you loosen it up until got a little bit of slop. You make sure you're off the lifter all the way. And then you're going to bring it down till it's just snug. Basically, you'll feel a little resistance on the push rod. And then you go down from a quarter to a half. My engine builder says go for a half. I'm going for a half. I've got the ratchet set at 12 o'clock, and I'm going to swing it straight down to 6 o'clock. There's a couple different ways to adjust valves, but you get the same thing. What you want to do is get the puck inside the lifter to be approximately in the middle of the lifter. There's a little spring in there, and it's hydraulic. So you want the float right in the middle. Ding! Fries are done. Okay, intake's on, valve covers are on, we're moving right along. Next step, the Holley EFI Sniper 2. This is number 2. It's a super simple installation, easy to work with. I'm using the stock original, slightly modified from the last time we worked on it. Throttle bracket, bolts right in the stock location. It's a simple install. Honestly, that's almost completely installed right there. We're running out of stuff to put on this car. Obviously, nothing but the absolute best. I think Derek put this thing in. It's actually a really nice piece. And it fits. I'm happy with that. All right. Only a few more of these lines to crimp. I got to connect a couple of them. The lines are run already from the tank. The pump is inside the tank. The lines are already run to the front of the floor. Shy of adding some fluids, twisting together a couple of wires, and oh yeah, a little thing called a distributor we're still missing. When that gets here, this thing is ready to rock, and we're going to see you at the track. Okay, so the last time you saw us, this thing was on a lift and all taken apart.
And this time you see us, it's on jack stands, kind of taken apart. Actually, it's not even apart.
It kind of took itself apart a little.
It did do that. Progress, though. Consistency
Is the key.
is, yeah, very much so.
So why are we in this precarious position and not autocrossing?
Well, funny you ask. So, we just got this together. It's running. Everything's happy and cool and copacetic. It fired right up with the Sniper 2 unit from Holly. And then, as we're sitting here breaking in the flat tappet cam and lifters, a very peculiar noise from the starter motor area proceeded.
Oh, pro tip, don't grab a hot wire that goes to the starter motor like this.
He did do that.
Otherwise, you get a tattoo that looks like that. Either way, unhook the battery, pull the wires off the starter, found out exactly where they were cooked, uncooked them. High-tech professionals that we are. We have some gaff tape and some very cost-effective electrical tape. I think we got it all buttoned up. We're going to plug it back in, see what comes apart next.
We're going to see how this thing rips around the autocross course track thing.
Is it though?
Yeah. So if you guys recall, the last time that we had this out, it was supposed to jump over a jump. We had a substitute car. Sorry, I caught his neighbor. Sorry.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Hold it. But that was because the engine and the transmission, everything that we didn't touch and Derek didn't touch at his show, kind of took a little bit of a dump.
We couldn't blame that on Derek?
We can't blame that on Derek. So anyways, we had to replace the engine. We got another wrong engine. We got another Oldsmobile engine. Mm-hmm. We still have good suspension from the last time we had the car.
It's because we didn't hit the jump, but yep.
And with that said, we think it's time to put this to the test, get it out there on an autocross course.
We have another jump?
We do not have another jump.
Disappointed.
So since we have this one out, there's 2 of us, which means we kind of need 2 cars, right?
I'm not riding with you is all I'm saying.
It's insane. So we have our other F-body. Bone Marrow's out here too. We're gonna see how much better this one theoretically should do than Bone Marrow, but I have a feeling Bone Marrow might surprise us. But it's time to wrap this up and get to the autocross. There's
something is definitely coming apart.
I think we need to pull valve cover. So, flat tappet cam and lifters, very specific braking process.
Oh, this is news to me. Please continue.
It is not, you know this. So, this is very freshly put together. Got loaded on the trailer last night. Mm-hmm. First time it started and ran. And with this cam and lifters, you need to either drive it for 20 minutes or you need to keep it at a higher idle for 20 minutes.
Yeah, very first startup.
Very first startup.
If it's fuel injected and you have to do a tune, you have to do that tune at 2,000 RPMs. Just keep it running for 2,000 RPMs at least until it breaks in.
I can't tell you what happened. So there is a little tippity-tappity noise that we're hearing. I am not being optimistic at this moment. Very much so awaiting taking this valve cover off. Best case scenario, we would see maybe a rocker arm's too tight or too loose.
Too loose could be bad.
I was gonna say, I don't want to see too loose. Too loose, we could have a lifter fail.
Yeah, but it's definitely making noise. So there's definitely a void over there.
Yeah.
So wait, as soon as you take that valve cover off, we're gonna know if we get to drive the car today.
It's that or bone marrow.
Or both.
All right, so we're at the track. We have our Trans Am out that has a fresh Olds 455 in it.
With a new tappity tap.
It does have a new tippity tap, and it's the kind of tap that we don't want to hear tipping. So we're gonna pull this valve cover off, and we're gonna figure out if we're gonna drive this today
Or tow it.
Tow it onto the trailer.
I say we drag it around with the bone marrow.
That's actually a good idea.
You know what?
Hot. Found her.
Yep.
That looks good.
Actually, I wasn't gonna think it was that far back.
This one is a real problem. You hear that?
Yeah.
That's not supposed to happen.
Are you sending me Morse code?
It is extremely loose.
Well, that one was definitely making a very distinctive noise.
Yeah, you
It
want
was
to...
send help now, I'm coming apart.
Hey, this isn't
We-
working.
Take the gap out of it, put the valve cover back on, fire it up, let it run for a little while. If it gets loose again, we're done for the day with this car.
Follow your startup instructions, people. They're important.
Crank it over slowly, and you'll be able to tell if the rocker is lifting the full inch or 3/4 of an inch or whatever. If it is only moving a little and all the rest of them are moving a lot, we found the problem.
Kind of waiting on the lifters to pump up and take some slack out. Is that not excessive blow-by?
It's a lot of blow-by.
We have a lot of blow-by.
There's a lot of blow-by. This is a mystery motor. And when we took it apart, didn't it have some sort of contamination in the cylinders anyway?
Well, what do we do?
Well, I will say this. There's nothing in this engine compartment I want to keep.
There's one piece.
The Holly
Oh, the
EFI
Sniper.
2. Yeah, the Sniper 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess one of the options would be to just pack it up, drive the bone marrow around for the day,
Yeah.
have a lovely lunch. Honestly, where's the thrill in that?
You guys wouldn't enjoy that. So for your sake, we are sacrificing us. Don't hammer us too much for it, though, because we know it.
We're
We know
givers.
it's bad.
We're givers, especially when it's not our car.
And something we don't really care that much
We
about.
should have brought the police car again, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. We have a nice, straight, dead-ahead location in front of us.
So we're gonna go all across the concrete, past the cones, through the dead grass, and then turn around at like the third set of rocks?
Listen, here's the thing. You have limited run time. So what we're going to do is burnouts for distance.
Uh-huh.
And we're just going to go to the end of the concrete because I doubt either of us make it that far.
So we're gonna do it at the same time?
Well, no, I don't feel like that makes much sense, right? I want to watch how well this performs.
Oh, okay, taking lessons from the master. I got you.
That's not what I meant, but yeah.
Okay, so we're not both on the track at the same time. We should have some rules, right?
We're making rules here?
Rules?
When did that happen?
None. Okay.
Nice.
all
Okay.
right.
Figure out who's going first.
Okay, a 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, scissors, right?
Rock, paper, scissors, show. Okay.
1, 2, 3, you go. I don't want it.
Perfect. Oh, we're on the same page.
All right.
Cool.
All right. We'll see you out there. Okay, if you guys are ready and you're ready, why don't you just pull it right up here? Every inch is gonna count, absolutely. No mistakes. No cheating. Okay. Okay, so very impressive. I love it.
Thank you.
Fine job. The lane change at the end, that's nice.
It's
That's sort of
still going in a
finesse.
straight motion.
You're still going the right direction.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. I'm very supportive of you.
Thank you. Okay.
So no hard feelings
Okay.
when I smoke that, but whatever. I'm just saying. drag racing is the first guy to the other line wins. So
Wait, I didn't know we were drag racing.
well, no, I'm just saying that's how they measure. It's from here to there.
Oh,
And if you did a
yeah.
bunch of this, as long as you didn't change lanes, you still get the time.
Okay.
So we'll just go with from here to wherever. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to burn out till you see dirt. I'm coming back with a cone. Honestly, there's a cone at the top of the track. I'm bringing one of those cones back.
All right, just try not to blow it up because we have more rounds to do today.
No promises.
Come on.
I got a 2 o'clock tea time. Let's get this party
All
started.
right, I'm waiting on you. Stop right here. Betty's wishing it wasn't as a crow flies now. Well, at least we see there's still dust in it. But what happened here?
So I'm driving down the street minding my own business,
I
right?
saw that. Very
Yeah.
casual cruise.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know. I didn't have nothing going on.
You know, I look kind of like a boring ride. I figured that's why you stopped right here.
Yeah, I just stopped here to have a beverage.
Yeah, so, you know what? I'll give you some credit. It made it further than I thought it was going to.
Did I see tire smoke?
Well, that was actually just dust from the last time we were out. But yeah.
I didn't even get no tires.
Oh, that doesn't
It
sound
almost turns. It almost does like a full revolution.
good. I actually feel confident saying that noise definitely moved to the bottom end, and the bottom end definitely probably is what caused us.
I think we just ruined 6 good quarts of oil.
You're right. All right, so we figured it was only fair that the Trans Am gets one more chance, and one more is probably all it'll get.
That is very true.
All right, do it proud, do it good. Good knowing ya. Nice to see ya.
Simmer down.
Come on.
Are we good?
Remember that time he said he didn't want to follow the lines? I think I just won. Today obviously didn't exactly go how we planned, but we didn't necessarily expect much different.
Yeah, so the top of the motor worked flawlessly. The transmission that we replaced worked perfectly. That 6-speed is pristine.
Yeah.
What we didn't touch was everything below the heads, and that's where it's broken.
True. Okay, all right, with that said, do you have social media?
I do. I am Mobile Tech Lucky on everything. Do you?
I do. It is Alex Taylor Racing, and we are Hot Rod Garage Show. So if you want to see more, head over there.